Coming up on this month's edition of the RMAC Showcase, it's time to crown the champions for the spring sports season as the 2017-18 athletic calendar starts to wind down. Colorado Mesa has been dominant in nearly all of the round ball sports. We'll see if the Mavericks can defend their home field as they host 3 conference tournaments. Plus, the conference enters several national tournaments with top 10 teams. Can any of them come away with a national title? Plus, who will rewrite the history books and who will think of what could have been? You're about to find out as the RMAC Showcase starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to Simplesio Field on the campus of Colorado Mesa University in Grand Junction, Colorado for this edition of the RMAC Showcase. I'm Jason Carter. Thank you so much for joining me as we run down the top stories from the spring sports season. We're going to start right behind me on this field where once again Colorado Mesa earned the right to host the conference baseball tournament as they finished with a season best 26-9 conference record. Loser out game between Mesa and UCCS. The Mavericks get on the board in the second inning. First, Tyler Sandoval drills this one to left. He goes off the wall to score 2 of his fellow Mavs, gives the hosts a 2-0 lead. Very next batter, Zach McLeod brings in Sandoval with this base hit through the infield, and the top-seeded Mavericks have a 3-0 advantage. The Mount Lions, who were the home team in this game, respond in their half of the second. Cody Norton comes through with a base hit, giving UCCS their first run of the game. Next batter, Walker Rumsey with a tough bouncer to short. Good play by the defender, but the throw goes off Rumsey's helmet, allowing another run to score, and it's now 3-2 in favor of Mesa. The Mavericks never gave up the lead, however, and their pitching did just enough, recording 10 strikeouts in the contest, including this one to end it by Frankie Fitzgerald as the hosts survived to advance to the championship game. They would face the winner of this next matchup between Colorado Mines and CSU Pueblo. The Thunderwolves strike first, and in a big way, Jake Boyd drills this shot down the line for a 2-run homer in the third inning. But that was as good as it got for Pueblo. The fourth inning was their undoing. This bunt single by Colton Wardle began an inning that saw the Orediggers score 13 times as they would cruise the rest of the way behind the big offensive inning and advance to the championship game thanks to a 16-8 victory. So that brings us to the title tilt. Mines needs just one win to earn the championship. Mesa must win twice. Top of the first, Mavs get things going, already up 2-0 when McLeod is money with a 2-run double into the gap. Bottom one, Mines isn't going to give up that easily. Joe Pop gets some help from the third base bag, scoring 2 of his fellow diggers as Mines puts up a 3-spot in the inning, and they trail by just 1 after 1. Mines never took the lead though, staying within striking distance, but this pop out down the first base line was the final out of the ball game as Mesa forces a winner-take-all, winning 6-5. So in the final game of the tournament, the Mavericks once again build a 4-run lead. Does this sound familiar? Zach McLeod with a 2-run double to left center as he would go on to earn all tournament honors. This guy also earned all tournament accolades as well as conference and regional player of the year nod. Mines catcher Mikey Gangwish with a 2-run bomb the opposite direction to cut the home team's lead down to 4-3. But again, Mesa never gave up the lead, and in the ninth, an easy grounder to short is what gives Colorado Mesa their 5th straight RMAC Conference Tournament title.
As a group, we committed several weeks ago to just playing as hard as we can. We aren't going to spend much time thinking about mistakes. We address them maybe quickly, but we're going to forget about them and go to the next pitch. At this time of year, that's the only way you can, be successful.
So both Mines as the number 4 seed and Mesa as the 2 seed would advance to the regional tournament. Both teams advance to the final day of the tournament and would have to face each other in a loser-out contest. It's Mesa who earns the 11-4 victory, advancing to yet another regional title game. There, however, they would fall 12-5 in the hands of Texas A&M Kingsville, falling just 1 win shy of a return to the World Series. The Mavericks also earned the right to host the men's lacrosse tournament thanks to an undefeated conference record. Phil Santucci caught all the action from just up the road.
It was a gorgeous Saturday afternoon on the campus of Colorado Mesa University where the 10th-ranked Mavericks, who blew past CSU Pueblo in their semifinal matchup, played host to the Westminster Griffins, who just squeaked out a victory over Rockhurst to get to this RMAC championship game. The Griffins came out storming in this one. Nick Marcy gets the pass right in front of the net and sends a screamer past Remy Reeves. Then just moments later, Thomas Sargent uses the nifty backhand to sneak one past Reeves. That gives the Griffins a 2-goal lead. But Colorado Mesa finally got on the board themselves with this laser from Reese Callies from about 15 yards out. That stopped the Westminster momentum at least for a moment until Troy Vance makes one heck of an effort after getting the ball at about the midway point on the field before racing towards the goal and netting another one for the Griffins. They're up 3-1 all of a sudden on Mesa's home turf. But after the half, it was a different story. Mesa found themselves down 2 goals, but man, did they come out roaring in the third period, scoring 2 real quick of their own. This first one from junior Brandon Wilson. Then this acrobatic shot from Michael Dash Jr. ties the game back up at 4 apiece. Now to the fourth, and we're tied up at 7 goals now until Reese Callies strikes again with another one of his 3 goals on the day. He had one monster of a day when Mesa needed it most. But then some bad luck strike for the Mavericks when Reeves got surprised with a hard slash that jarred the ball loose, and Lane Kaddish was there to punch on it and fire it past Reeves. But ultimately, Mesa was able to hold on, even with his last-second effort from Westminster, to win the RMAC championship game with a final of 10-9.
We did enough, and when you're scratching and clawing and fighting and as everybody can tell, you're down one of your better midfielders. It takes a team effort, and these guys just refuse to lose, and that's why I brought the seniors out, because I think every one of them had a major part of today's game.
On the defensive side, I'm not making saves if we're not all communicating, and today our defense played so well. We communicated together, we worked together, and they gave me the shots that I wanted. At the end of the day, they gave me what I wanted, and I returned the favor, and we got the job done.
The Mavericks earned the RMAC's first ever trip to the men's NCAA lacrosse tournament. Unfortunately, their stay did not last long as Mesa fell in the first round to Lenore-Rhine 14-12. That does it for the first quarter on this edition of the RMAC Showcase. When we come back, the ladies will own the spotlight as we check out the results from the softball and women's lacrosse tournaments. We'll be back after this timeout.